Mount Thomas 308, code 5 at the last, regarding you causing trouble at the old railway yard.
Received Mount Thomas 308. Give us an update when you can.
Looks like they've gone.
Yeah. Hey!
I'll get him.
I'll get him. I'll get him.
Oh, I should go get him, you tosser.
Hey!
Police!
What's going on?
It wasn't our fault. We didn't do nothing.
You never do you?
I think Luke's hurt real bad. I told him not to move him.
Got him. Reckoned he was going for an ambulance.
Yeah, we told him to go get an ambulance.
Oh, good boy. You come down, and you guys come away from your friend there. Come on. Just give us a bit of room to do a bit of work here. And you come, and you all right, Dan? You all right? All right, you? Sit down there.
Mate, I'll go for the ambos.
Adam.
You're talking about he's dead. In a mate wagon.
Now, mate, you want to tell me what happened here?
Keeper out there with the body to wait for the coroner. I mean, I think the kid died instantly. I hope he did.
An accident?
Yeah, well, you
Why
know,
didn't come through too, please?
crossing a pipe like that with a belly full of grog in you seems like a good idea when you're 15.
All right. As soon as their parents get here, we'll get statements from the lot of them.
What about the photographs?
Seven Doyle. Constable.
Yep.
I'll see if PJ wants to have a look at the body in situ.
Was in his office?
I suppose so.
No, he's down the pub. He's having a quiet word with Chris about the latest complaint.
Good.
I got another one for you. This drunk in a bar, right? Goes up to the bartender, he says, excuse me, do lemons have legs? The bartender says, of course lemons don't have legs. He says, oh my God, I just squeezed the canary into my drink. Drink.
Yeah, very good. You should pension off your gag writers, huh?
You work in the pub game as long as I have, you learn no matter how old the joke, there's always someone who hasn't heard it. Isn't that right, lovey?
Sorry, Pete, you want to see me?
Yes, good value, I'll know, isn't he?
No, yeah, he's good with the customers. Listen, has there been another complaint?
Well, our concerned citizen rang last night, Chrissy, and said you were serving liquor after hours.
Come on, Pete, you know we don't do that.
I know it's crap, but I just had to check it out.
Look, I closed the till at 11, the doors at 11:10. I was in bed at 11:30 and asleep by 11:31. Is there anything else you need to know?
Yes, nighty pyjamas or in the nutty.
Oh, very funny. Look, I've got a lot on my mind at the moment. I just don't need this right now.
Hey, what do you mean right now?
Look, a couple of weeks ago, I got a very generous offer on the pub.
It's not going to be going to sell.
No, of course not. But this corporation talked about turning the pub into sort of a boutique hotel, you know. I don't see why I can't do the same.
Well, Chrissy never said anything about this before.
Sergeant Croydon for you, Detective.
Thanks, Snowy. You know, very soon we won't be able to afford a drink in the pub, Chris.
Dr. Hogan? Are we finished?
Yeah.
Adam? Adam! Adam, what are you doing? Oh, it isn't fair, is it?
How could this happen, Max? You know, I joined this job because I thought I could...
And this kid goes and sculls half a bottle of Bundy and wastes his...
Adam, it was an accident. Now, there is nothing that you could do to prevent that, all right?
What's the use? They're just going to die anyway.
Adam, you can't win them all, and you can't win the ones that you know nothing about. Now, I want you to go and speak to the boss, and he's...
No, Maggie, no, please.
But Adam, you need to speak to somebody.
You've got to
Adam,
promise me.
It's just counselling.
Yeah, but they'll think I'm not up to it.
No, they won't.
They will. They will. Look, I'm okay. All right? I'm fine. It was just the shock. It was. I'll be okay. I just needed to get it out. It's gone. All right?
So someone dared Luke to walk across the pipe?
Yeah.
You remember her?
So he climbed up and he started walking across the pipe?
Yeah.
Then what happened, mate?
I don't know, he just slipped. Next thing you know, he's lying there on the ground, not moving.
What were you doing in the rail yards?
We just hang out there sometimes.
You been drinking?
Yeah.
How much?
A couple of bottles between us.
Of what?
Bundy and Coke.
Now, this is important, Shane. Where'd you get the grog from, mate?
We bought it.
Where?
The pub.
Which pub?
Look, we didn't steal it, okay?
Didn't say you did, mate. Who sold it to you?
Shane, your mate Luke's not going to wake up in the morning with a hangover. He's dead. Now, who sold you that grog?
I don't believe it.
Well, all the kid actually said was they tried the Imperial and got knocked back.
Well, then.
I must have found some responsible citizen to go and buy the grog for him.
Well, at the Imperial.
Could be.
What's Christine doing down there?
She's turned the place into a yuppie getaway.
What?
Yeah, she's upgrading the accommodation, refurbishing, decorating.
What's wrong with a good old-fashioned pub?
Well, apparently some corporation made her an offer and gave her the idea.
She didn't tell me.
Must be costing her a fortune.
Listen, Christine Riley would not start selling alcohol to children just to raise funds for renovation.
Yeah, well, did I say she was?
Okay, Mrs. Blaney, thanks very much for your cooperation.
Anybody needs me, Nick, I'll be down at the pub.
I have one for me, will you? Mr. Harper, you want to come this way, please, sir?
Where have you two been?
Joe?
There was a hold-up with the undertaker.
Something you haven't notified the parents yet?
No, not yet.
Adam, you better get down there and notify them before they find out about it on the grapevine.
How come I always do the deck?
Because it's part of your job.
Boss, I did the last one and the one
And you're going to do this one, Cooper. You know why? Because you and Nick found the body and I can't spare Nick. Now, have you got that?
Yes, boss.
Then clean yourself up. Your trousers are a disgrace.
Grass seeds?
I'll get you the address, okay?
Yeah, okay.
Poor Laura Manning, she waited so long to have that baby.
It's terrible.
So how did it happen? Were they skylarking about or something?
Yes, but they're also very drunk.
Oh, if you're suggesting they got it from here, you can forget it. You know how I feel about
They
selling grog to
mentioned
kids.
the Imperial.
No, no way.
Well, I have to investigate it anyway, so...
If I was a paranoid person, Tom Croydon, I would say I was being persecuted by the local police.
I heard you've been spending a bit of money on the place.
Well, I run a business. I can't afford to stagnate.
That's your decision.
Oh, you're so conservative. I'm not going to ruin it. I'm going to improve it.
Well, good luck.
Well, how serious are these complaints?
I'm duty bound to investigate every complaint and report my findings to the district licensing inspector.
Are you saying I could lose my licence over this?
If enough complaints were found to have substance, yes.
I did not sell alcohol to Luke Manning or his
Might have,
mates.
but one of his staff might have.
All right, we'll soon see. Len, Hayley, staff meeting in the dining room now. Tell Snowy.
Thanks, Max.
No big deal, Adam. I'm sure you did the same for me.
So how'd they take it?
Yeah, just fine.
That bad, huh?
Now, do you want me to drive?
I can drive, you know, Maggie.
Yeah, I'm just asking.
I don't know anything about it, Chris. Honest.
Hayley?
No way. If they look under 40, I ask for ID.
Snowy?
I wouldn't risk it any more than you would, lovey. I've been in the business long enough to know when the little beggars are trying it on.
Look, these kids wouldn't have been more than 16. They hadn't even started shaving yet.
What's this? Private party?
Just trying to sort out something with the bar staff, Jenny.
Oh, righto. Crispy roast lamb, lots of salt.
Jeannie, your blood's worth bottling, sweetheart.
Who's talking, you?
Sergeant Croydon was just asking if anyone remembers some kids trying to buy 2 bottles of rum.
Luke Manning's mate.
Yep.
If they had tried it on, we'd have sent them on their way with a flea in their ear.
But did you?
Not that I recall.
It was only this morning, for God's sake. Do any of you remember selling 2 bottles of rum to anybody?
Rum? God, you'd have to be desperate, wouldn't you?
Thank you, Jeannie. Let's just remember a kid died this morning. And let me warn you, if I find out anybody working here did sell that alcohol, you won't be working here long enough to enjoy the changes Chris has planned.
What changes?
All right, Danny, thanks for coming in. Now, if you want to have a chat to anybody about anything, just give us a call down here. Same goes for you too, Mr. and Mrs. Barsby.
Maggie, just leave it, will you?
How'd you go?
Nothing. How about you?
Oh, they said they went to the Imperial and got knocked back by the old guy.
Yeah, they got some bloke off the street to get it for them.
Oh, nice. A real good Samaritan. Big brother, probably.
Mm. They brought back the booze, but kept the change.
Well, the only old bloke down at the Imperial's Snowy, and he doesn't remember. Could you follow it up, please, Nick?
Now? It's overtime.
Got a problem with that?
Eh? Want to go over St David's and meet my constituents?
Oh, back on the old campaign trail.
Too right, I've got to drum some interest up. The colleagues
All
don't
right,
seem
don't
interested.
start.
Yeah?
Go on, off you
Boss,
go.
can I go too?
Well, don't tell me. You're standing for Police Association delegate as well, are you?
No, I just thought that because it was near knock-off time I could go.
You finished the 83 on Luke Manning?
No.
Come on, Adam, what have you been doing? You know you've got to finish it before you knock off, so the coroner's got it first thing in the morning.
Oh, hi, the usual.
Bourbon on the rocks, thanks.
Where are the others?
How would I know?
Have to work back, eh? Gee, I'm glad I went to all the trouble of putting the ice in.
Can I have another one?
Adam?
What's wrong? Don't tell me you want to see my ID.
Okay, what have you heard?
Those kids said they came in here, they were knocked back by an old guy, so they found an adult to buy it for them.
That's interesting.
Yeah, very interesting.
Oh, look, be fair. We can't cross-examine everyone that comes in
if you think
here.
they're buying it for a minor.
Well, how can we tell?
You don't think that's a bit sus? A kid comes in here, orders, gets knocked back, and 2 minutes later someone else is in asking for exactly the same thing?
Look, Adam, I'm running a business here. I cannot be held responsible for what happens to the grog after it leaves these premises.
That kid's dead, Chris. And if he bought the alcohol here, then you're going to have to accept some of the responsibility for that.
And you know.
Last time I looked, we had a pub to run. Come on, customers waiting.
Would you like to tell us about these plans you've got for the pub, Christine?
Certainly, Jeannie. I want to upgrade the accommodation to attract the city weekend crowd.
Trendy yuppies, you mean?
And then refurbish this whole downstairs area, making it lighter and brighter.
And what about my kitchen?
Thanks, Lee. Well, we'll stick with the range if you're happy with that, but we need to make a few changes to accommodate the new menu.
What's the matter with the old menu?
Snow, have you got something else to do? Look, the clientele I want to attract will want something just a bit lighter.
Lighter?
Yeah, a bit more modern.
The customers have always loved my cooking.
Yes, I know. The old customers, maybe.
Snowy says that once you lose your old customer base, you're gone.
Does he?
Yeah. He reckons we could be all out of work in 6 months.
Oh, and he'd know, would he?
Well, he's been in the pub game all his life.
Oh, and I haven't.
Yeah, but he's managed big city pubs.
Well, then maybe I'd better get the personal benefit of his advice. Snowy, my office, now.
Sure, Bobby.
Shut the door. I really don't appreciate you stirring up the staff behind my back.
All I said...
I'm employing you as a salaman. And you're not even good enough at that for me to be interested in your advice.
You got a problem with my work?
Yes, I do. You're lazy and incompetent.
Well, hang on a
Well,
minute.
no one's surprised because you stuffed up that order last week and the salary's an absolute pigsty because you'd rather drink and joke with the customers.
Oh, well, you asked me to help out behind the bar.
When necessary, not every chance you get.
But I'm good with the customers.
Yeah, so good you don't care who you sell to or who dies as a consequence.
Now, I didn't sell grog to those kids.
No, but you saw them, didn't you?
Well, hang on a
And you
minute.
lied about that to the police. I mean, what are you trying to do? Losing me my licence?
Now, listen,
Lovey.
Don't you call me Lovey! Told him she wasn't big on Lovey.
She's really got her Irish, huh?
What are they saying?
I'll go see.
We both know it isn't. I'll write you a check. Say goodbye to Snowy, he's leaving.
You're still here, are you?
Cooper's report of death. It's a dog's breakfast. The meeting didn't take long.
What a fizzer. Look, I'm a bit worried about all this, because I got there, right? As soon as I was there, they had to go out in a burglary.
That's a shame.
But I told them I'd go and see them tomorrow at change of shift instead.
You want to go over to St David's tomorrow?
Well, I've got to meet the voters,
But we're
don't I?
short-staffed and extremely busy.
Oh, look, don't you support the association?
Of course I do, but I just can't afford to have you wander off.
Just because you've decided not to vote for me.
I did not decide not to vote for you. I didn't even know you were running, so I pledged my support to Cliff
Good
Watkins.
old Cliffy.
Cliff has been a very good delegate for us.
You're saying I won't be?
That's not what I'm saying.
Hey, by the way, I bumped into Ted Faulkner over there and he's got a message for you. He said he's received all those 47s you've been sending him.
Good.
And the new constable for Mount Thomas is,
Get what?
in the pipeline.
Oh, fantastic. Where is this pipeline? Where does it start from? Whoop, whoop.
Well, if I was the district delegate...
Yes, I'm
you'd
sure
have
you-
your replacement.
Yeah, good.
Before you could
Hooray.
say...
Shut up.
Rotary meeting.
Ah, how's your mood?
Fine, why wouldn't it be?
You're right for asking.
I missed dinner.
That explains it.
No chance of a feed, I suppose.
Well, you know we stopped serving at 8:30.
I know, but I'm starving.
I'll see if Jeannie can rustle you up some steak and kidney pie, eh?
Great, thank you.
Lan? Lan?
You yelling?
Can you just pop into the kitchen and see if Jeannie can rustle up Tom some steak and kidney...
She can't.
Well, gee, I know it's late, Jenny.
It wasn't
but it's her fault.
Snowy's fault.
What?
You sacked him for something he didn't do. That's unfair dismissal.
Jeannie.
And we think you should reinstate him now. Or else.
Or else what?
Or else you leave us no alternative but to take industrial action in support of our colleague.
Strike. They're threatening to strike.
What's going on? Where's breakfast?
Get your own, mate.
What? Chris, what's going on?
It's okay, I can manage.
Yeah, but where's Brekkie?
Well, there's toast in the kitchen. You can help yourself if you like. There's no one to cook it or serve it. They're all on strike.
Strike.
Yeah, it's great, isn't it?
Well, thanks for the warning, Chris. Now I'm going to be late. I've got to grab breakfast on the way.
And thank you, too, for your help and support.
What do you mean I should smile?
Mount Thomas Police Constable.
Sorry, boss, I had to get breakfast on the way.
Believe it or not, Cooper, we all had to have breakfast, and somehow or other, we all got here on time.
Okay, then. Thank you for the help. Bye-bye. Boss, we've got another complaint about the Imperial.
It's not even 9 o'clock.
Mrs. Benchley said that she was awoken by the sound of drunken rioting in the street. What?
That's not drunken riding. It's Chris's staff picketing the place. I passed them on the way out.
Well, why are they picketing?
Search me.
Because Chris has sacked Snowy White.
What, and you knew this?
Well, I didn't think they were serious. All right, Nick, you can come with me. Give you a chance to practice your industrial relations.
Do you reckon I should have smiled?
Look, if you're going to work, come inside. Otherwise, just get the hell out of here, will you?
We're raring to go. As soon as you give Snowy back his job.
Over my dead body.
You sacked him for something he didn't do.
I did not.
Yes, you did. Are you calling me a liar?
Well, maybe I am.
Step back from
Then why did you sack him?
That is none of your business.
Ladies, just
I'll
calm
tell
down.
you why. Because he didn't fit in with your trendy new image. We'll be next out the door because we're not upmarket enough.
Jeannie, don't be so stupid.
That's right, we're stupid. We're all stupid. We're stupid for working for this sort of money under these conditions.
What's wrong with the conditions?
Well, the washrooms, for a start.
You'd be better off to discuss this
We're
inside.
not stepping a foot in there until she reinstates Snow.
Yeah, we had a vote, and in Unity's Street.
Oh, really?
Now the washrooms, there is a full
They're negotiating.
Is that what you call?
Yeah, they're having it out in the open.
noisy. We want to go back
That's
to the
your
old
professional
tower.
Then why didn't you just say so?
And
Well, at least
my
they're talking.
hours are the pits.
Jeannie, you asked for a split
Chris!
shift. You are being totally unreasonable.
Me? Unreasonable? Take a look at yourself, riding roughshod over everybody.
Well, then, if you don't like the way I work, you don't have to stay.
And what's that supposed to mean?
It means I'm sacking the lot of you. I want a staff that is going to work with me, not against me.
You can't sack us.
I can do what I damn well like.
We're on strike.
I'd certainly clear the air. What next, Bobble?
Oh,
shut up.
Hey! Move along, will you?
Oh, come on, Nick. I thought you'd be on our side. Come on, solidarity. Get
Hey,
those placards up.
But there's 8% unemployment. Surely there must be somebody. What? R-I-L-E-Y. Yeah, sure, thanks. Unbelievable.
I think this is getting a bit out of control, don't you?
I will not be dictated to by my own staff. How are you at tapping a keg?
What?
Yeah, I can do it myself. Here, hold this, will you?
Hey, Chris, now, listen, why don't you just stick around and talk about it? Listen.
Why? So I should talk to that mob of unruly, ungrateful bastards?
They're right, you know. You are unreasonable.
I'm right, they're wrong. What's unreasonable about that? Now, if you'll excuse me, I've just run out of beer.
How long am I supposed to stand here holding this?
You scab labour.
Uh-huh.
Doesn't sound too healthy.
You'd be an optimist, wouldn't you?
Not at all. I mean, you know, you get two parties to dispute together, bit of conflict resolution, bingo, problem solved.
I feel real bad about this, Sarge. I'll do anything I can to help resolve it.
Very noble of you, Snowy.
What's he doing here?
Snowy wants to help.
Oh, don't you think you've done enough damage?
I didn't ask him to strike, Chrissy. Honest. I don't know what got into him. Personally, I've got no hard feelings. And just to show you I'm fair dinkum, I'm prepared to take my old job back.
Yeah, is he joking?
Well, do you want to run a pub or hold a grudge?
I want to run my own business my own way, thanks. My delivery. There is a God.
We go out on strike.
Hey, don't listen to them!
No worries, I'm a union man myself.
This is my delivery. I'm
talking to me,
desperate
lady?
and I need this, please.
You be the publican.
Yeah, Chris
The
Ryder,
one
you
who
just put
just
the truck over
unfairly
there.
dismissed an employee and forced the others out on strike.
I haven't done anything. I haven't forced anyone to do anything.
Sorry, lady. Against my principles to cross a bona fide picket line.
But it's not even an official strike. Look, I paid for this. You can't leave now. Well done. Wait till I speak to his boss.
Hey, Len, I hope no threats or intimidation were used against that truck driver.
He's got no right to do that. Why didn't you do something?
Like what?
Well, it can't be legal to disrupt my trade and pick up my pub like that.
Look, as long as they don't use physical force or restraint, they're perfectly entitled to express their opinion to anybody who's silly enough to listen.
Oh, and Chris, look on the bright side. You don't have any beer, but then you don't have any customers either, so...
If that's your idea of help, then I'm better off without you. Look, I tried to tell your driver that, but he wouldn't listen. But the point is, when can you deliver? I hope you don't think you're going to smoke that in here.
Not if you don't want me to, lovey.
No, not you. Next week? Is that the best you can do? Oh, look, I realise that, but I've got a real problem here. Oh, well, thanks very much for nothing.
They just don't care these days.
Snowy, if you're sticking around to annoy me, it's really working. Can you get the hell out of here, please?
Fair go, lovey. I'm a paying customer. The only one you've got.
Yeah, and whose fault's that?
Carla.
Carla?
Carla down the commercial. Give her a call. See if she'll give you a couple of kegs.
Snowy, I've got better things to do than stand around and listen to your comments on my business.
Like what?
Like going to St David's to pick up a load of liquor.
You won't fit much in the car.
No, which is why I'm taking the van. Where are the damn keys?
Just where I said they'd be.
Jeannie, give me the keys.
First you oppressed the workers, and now you want to take me van.
Your van? Just because you drive it doesn't make it your van. Give me the keys. Have we got a problem here? This woman has hotel property without permission. Does that make it theft or what?
Take your stupid van.
Thank you. I've made you lunches. Couldn't let yours starve.
Chris, we've already got lunch from the Malaysian place. The boss said
He thought that you might be a bit preoccupied with what's been going on here to bother making our lunches. But, Chris, thank you very much for going to all the effort anyway. We appreciate it.
Chris, why don't you just give Snowy his job back and get everyone back to work?
Well, if that's the best advice you can offer, you can just stick it, you selfish little bastard.
No, Adam, she didn't mean that. She's very upset.
You got the keys?
It's okay, I'll drive.
Maggie, I can drive, all right?
You settle down.
Just stuff it, I'll walk.
Any sign of lunch yet?
No, not yet, boss.
Oh, your lunch?
Nah, see you, lads.
Where are you off to?
St David's, remember, a vote for me is a vote for you, keen to represent all ranks.
Oh, you should have smiled. Now remember, promise them everything, give them nothing.
Mate, it's the police association, it's
look,
not
just
Canberra.
go, will you? The sooner this election's over, the happier I'll be.
Hey, I'll say hello to your old mate Cliff for you.
Don't push your luck, Schultz.
Thanks for the lunch.
Yeah, Adam's got it. He's walking back. Listen, Nick, can I have a quick word, please?
What do you mean?
What's this?
I'm sorry, Adam. It was Nick, or the boss.
What'd you tell him, Maggie?
She's told me enough to know someone should have a chat to you, Adam.
Look, don't worry about it. I'll be okay,
Yeah,
all
it's
right?
not going to be okay now. And you know why?
Well, you're obviously going to tell me.
Yeah, smart ass, I'm going to tell you. Now, Cooper, it's quite possible you feel the way you do because you're one of us. You're one of the poor dumb jerks that run around wearing this uniform doing the job we do because you think you can make a difference. And when that doesn't work, when you fail, or you think you fail, it hurts, doesn't it, eh? My word, it does. You see, mate, I had a mate. It was a bit of a hard case. And one night he pulled his body out of a stormwater drain. And while he was waiting for his mates to come along with a meat wagon, he sat down, he had a couple of cigarettes. Now, after a while, Adam, he worked out that he was smoking the same cigarettes as he'd found on the dead man. So then he started to think to himself, well, this corpse, this lump of meat, it used to walk around smoking. It used to be a life, used to live. How does it end? There in the gutter. And my mate, he said to himself, well, this is not right. This should not happen. Someone should have been here to make sure this didn't happen. Someone should have made a difference. And because he was a copper, Adam, he knew it should have been him. Now, Adam, when his mates came with the meat wagon, you know what they saw? There's his big hard case, this big top copper. Tears rolling down his cheeks. He was howling like a baby. He was crying, holding on the hand of a dead man. And, mate, not one of them chipped him for it. No one had a shot at him. None of those coppers said anything to him. And you.
Yeah, crying doesn't help much.
So when did you give up smoking?
Oh, shut up. You get my Saturday sticks? Hey?
Boss. That was St David's. Nick hasn't shown up yet. Can't wait any longer for him.
What happened to him? He left him plenty of time.
Time?
What?
Look, the bastards took my van. They had to ruin me.
Well, slow down.
I had
What
$3.5 grand worth of grog in the back of the van, and it's been stolen.
Look, I was low on petrol, so I stopped at a service station.
Which one?
Oh, the one on Woodland Road, and of course Doreen comes out and starts hassling me about sacking Snowy.
Well, she would.
So I just gave her the money and left her to it.
What, left her to it?
Oh, look, I went to the toilet, for God's sake, PJ, all right?
Leaving your keys in the van.
Well, I was only gone for 5 minutes, and it's a service station. Everyone does it.
Not everyone has $3,500 worth of grog in the back of their van.
All right, then, that'd be great. Cheers.
Max, you give out a description of Chris's van,
I've
please?
given D24 the details of the van, I've spoken to the Toggies in St David's, and I've got the station master checking out the railway car park.
Very good. We're after a promotion, eh?
Yeah, wouldn't mind.
Fellas, you have the servo and Woodland Road and get a statement from Doreen.
And anybody else that might have seen Chris's van.
Not to mention the grog.
Do you want to lift back to your pub there, Christine?
No, thank you. I'll walk. There's no hurry. I mean, thanks to God's gift to the hotel industry, I've got no beer, no customers.
She said she hasn't got any beer. What are we going to drink?
Oh, so much for solidarity. Will you just go? Go!
Hey, so where are we going to... Oh, shut up.
Hi, Nicky. See you soon.
So do you reckon they were taking the van or the alcohol?
You tell me.
Well, it's a bit coincidental that they just happened to take the van when it's full of grog.
So?
So, what I'm saying is that whoever took the van knew it was full of grog.
So it's someone like who?
Like all the people at the Imperial.
Yeah, well done, mate. You make a detective, yeah.
Hey, Nick.
What?
Over there. Keys are still in the ignition.
I'll try the side door. Next question's the cargo.
Empty?
Yeah, it's cleaned out. We took it to forensic, but there wasn't anything obvious.
No word of the picketers. Guess what?
They all alibi each other.
Surprise, surprise.
So what have we got exactly?
An angry publican?
Now, look, all these things have got to be connected. I mean, why would Chris be having so much trouble?
Come on, PJ, everything's a conspiracy with you.
No, I mean it, boss. Now, ever since she's had that offer, she's had more trouble than Flash Gordon.
What are you suggesting?
Person or persons unknown trying to make a sell. Now, anyone know the name of the corporation?
No, but no doubt you're about to find out for us. In the meantime, don't you think we should tell Chris that we found her van?
Well, why don't you let Adam deal with that, because it's only knock-off time.
No, it's not.
Well, you can go down and give her a hand.
You're all right, OK, but off you go. I just don't make a habit of it, all right?
No, boss.
Well, at least I got my van back.
Well, you will have when forensics are finished with it.
Oh, great.
Look, Chris, I'm sorry about before. I wasn't there for you when you needed someone.
Oh, well, I was a bit full on. You know, I can get like that. Don't worry about it.
It was just Luke's death. Oh, it might sound stupid, but he reminded me of Sean, a really good friend of mine back home. Anyway, I've been in the job a while, and I suppose I thought I was immune. What I'm trying to say is that I wasn't coping, and I took it out on you, and I'm sorry.
Come here. Apology accepted. You all right now?
Absolutely.
Hello, hello.
Bloody Snowy, what are you doing here? Don't you know when you're not wanted?
Is that any way to greet your most loyal customer? I'll have a beer, thanks.
Oh, very funny.
Oh, that's right, beer's off, isn't it? How about a drop of scotch?
That'll cost you.
I'll get it.
Chris Riley, Imperial... Oh, hi, Charlie. No, Charlie, that is not what we discussed. No, look, I don't care if it is an emergency. I've got rooms booked on Monday. I can't do it.
You go, Snow?
I can't, no.
$3.
That'll be $4. Charlie, you can talk until you're blue in the face. I don't care. They are not the arrangements that we made. It doesn't suit me. Look, oh, look, you can just forget the whole thing.
More trouble, Lovey?
Snowy, you can just get stuffed. You're stupid and you're insensitive, and I want you out of here now. Take your money.
Get easy.
Just get out.
I'm going.
And stay out. Don't come back.
Chris? You all right?
That's it. I know when I'm late.
What are you going to do?
I'm going to sell the pub.
She's gonna what?
Yeah, I couldn't believe it either.
Well, Chris is the Imperial.
She was born there.
She's not thinking straight. Someone's got to talk to her.
Yeah, well, she seemed pretty determined. I just thought you ought to know.
Yeah, all right, thanks.
Hey, guys. Chris is going to sell the Imperial.
You've got to be crazy,
Oh, look,
Chris.
it's my pub, it's my decision, you know?
Look, what are you going to do without the pub?
I don't need this, you know?
What are you lot doing? You're supposed to be on duty.
The world won't stop because I become a rich woman of leisure, you know? In fact, a very rich woman of leisure.
Come on, Chris, money isn't everything.
Well, it is when you haven't got any grog, any customers, there's a boycott outside, and you've got an idiot for a tradesman.
At least you got rid of Snowy.
Yeah, now no one's buying.
So what's Snowy got to do with all this?
He was there out of the goodness of his heart to give her a hand.
Even after she'd sacked him unfairly, as you believe.
Not just because I believe it, Tom Croydon, it's the truth.
All right, Jeannie. I didn't bring you down here to pick a fight. I'd like to try and find a peaceful solution to all this. I thought you liked that job.
Used to.
So what happened?
Oh, Miss High and Mighty got on a high horse.
You've known Chris Riley all her life. She can't have changed that much.
She was jealous of him. That's the real reason she sacked him. If Snowy was managing the place, he'd look after the staff.
Come on, Jeannie. You can't honestly believe he'd do a better job than Chris.
This is where the grass seed's stuck to my pants.
It's a long shot, but keep going.
Not a bad place to hide a van load of grog, though.
That's if Snowy took it.
Why not? He had motive. Revenge on Chris for sacking him. Maggie?
Well done. All right, we'll call D24 and grab a camera.
With pleasure.
Adam?
Yeah?
We've got a can missing from the slab.
Yeah, a development corporation. Oh, nothing on this Derek Hope. Righto, mate. Ta. So, what's this?
Can from Chris's missing grog stash.
Hopefully with Snowy White's prints all over it.
Solve the case, have you?
Well, it was a bit of a long shot.
Grass seeds.
Well, that's all we've got linking him to the van theft, but fingerprints are checking the tinny.
So you think Snowy waited for a chance to steal the van to knock off the grog to get back at Chris for sacking?
Yeah, why not?
Sure there's not a bit more to it than that?
I thought you didn't go for my conspiracy theory.
Snowy arrived in town around about the time that Chris got the offer for the pub, right?
What, so you think that he might have been sent by the buyer to sabotage the business and bring the price down?
No, it doesn't wash. I mean, why would Chris accept the offer? I mean, look, and secondly, why on earth would Hope Enterprise employ a deadbeat like Snowy?
Why, indeed.
I reckon you followed Miss Riley to St David's and back.
No way.
Then when she left the van, you stole it. You drove to the old railway yards and hid the liquor.
This is ridiculous. Why would I want to do that? I was hoping for my old job back.
Yeah? As cellarman or manager?
I don't know what you mean.
I was speaking to Derek Hope earlier.
Yeah? What did he say?
You know him, do you?
Well, I've met him.
Yeah, well, he said he was looking for an experienced manager now that Chris Riley's pulling out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Of course, that wouldn't interest you, would it? I mean, you're just a cellarman.
I'll have you know I was running pubs when you were still in nappies.
Yeah, you're probably past it now, aren't you?
Hey, who says I could run the Imperial standing on my ear?
Is that right? You know what, Snow? You know what Derek Hope actually said about you? He said you're an incompetent drunk. And he wouldn't trust you as far as he could throw you. And you know what really pisses me off about this? You got a little kid that's dead. You're a low bastard, Snow.
Chris would agree with that.
You were deliberately undermining a business.
Your fingerprints were on the alcohol, Snowy. You're gone.
Reginald George White, I'm arresting you on a charge of theft for motor vehicle and quantity of alcohol.
I knew he was trying to shaft me. I just kept telling myself I was paranoid.
He's messing up your ordering deliberately, bringing us with complaints, infringing the licensing laws, hoping you'd get into trouble.
And stirring up my staff behind my back, all to get me to sell.
Will you?
I'm not going to tell you big mouth cops anything ever again. If I hadn't said anything about the renovations, none of this would have happened.
Jeannie said to tell you that she's willing to speak on behalf of the others.
Oh, that's big of her.
Chris, you might as well listen
Look,
to
she
it.
went out on strike, not me. Yeah, I know Snowy stirred her up.
Yeah, well, he wouldn't have been able to if she hadn't already been unhappy.
Oh, what's she got to be unhappy about?
Chris, don't get on your high horse with me. Just listen for once. Jeannie thinks that you don't value her opinion or appreciate her work.
That's ridiculous. She's a very good cook.
Well, don't tell me, tell her. How long since you last praised her? And you obviously didn't consult her about your plans. First rule of good staff management, don't take them for granted.
Oh, and you'd be the expert, would you?
Huh?
Well, then how come your junior constable has been so stressed out for the last couple of days and all you've done is yell at him?
Adam?
Adam. And Nick thinks you don't want to vote for him because you don't think he can do the job?
No, he doesn't.
So when you sorted out your own staff relations, then you can come and lecture me on mine.
Anything you want to talk to me about, Cooper?
No, boss.
Well, I understand. Adam, policing is very difficult work. Sometimes we're involved in very stressful situations, and if we're in the job because we care about people, then inevitably there'll come a time when it'll all just get to be too much for us.
Yeah? Well, that's what Nick said.
But you've already talked to Nick about this?
Yeah, and Maggie. They were great.
Oh, well, glad you felt you could confide in your colleagues.
Boss?
Yeah, Adam, I'm sorry I didn't see the signs, but I can't always do that. So next time you've got a problem, and you will have one, please talk to me about it.
Okay.
I promise you I won't think any less of you. You're a very conscientious young officer, Adam, and I really want you to know I appreciate that.
Thanks, boss.
Go on, postal votes are leaving now. Come on. Yeah. Come on, postal votes.
All the best.
Yeah, thanks, mate. All right, there's 2 here. 2, 3. Thank you, Ed. So, 3. Come on, Margaret, you're dragging the chain there.
Yep, just a sec.
I told you how to vote. I gave you the phone. Come on. She's sealing it. Unbelievable. Well, that's 4 for me, and I'd say 1 for Cliff Baby.
I wouldn't be so sure. It was a secret ballot, isn't it? Cliffy's not going to know who I voted for. I decided to vote for the best candidate.
Thanks, Len.
No worries.
Nice head on that. Yeah, guys?
They're in. The results are in. You know what you're looking at?
How'd you go?
You're looking at a loser. I got thumped. I got 5 votes. It's 5 more than poor old Rob Leakley. He's a Fitzroy. We didn't even vote.
Well,
There you go, Tom. Good old-fashioned country tucker. Yours will be out in a
nice to
minute.
see everything's back to normal.
Jenny, I thought we discussed the new menu. I mean, what the hell do you think you're doing?
I thought you'd learned you can't run a pub without staff.
Sucked in. Have a drink, folks.